Alright, let's do a Dehaka how to play. First off, I need to turn music on because I need some background music. I'm not going to lie to you. Alright, here we go. Let's play some Dehaka. First off, what you need to learn about Dehaka is that in every single player slash hero that you play with, if you shift right-click these boxes, you don't actually have to right-click them individually. And you'll just beeline to them like it's nothing. Secondly, let's play Dehaka. Level 1 talent and enhanced agility is a go-to 100% all the time. There are some things you can consider with tissue regeneration, but enhanced agility is just the bee's knees. Getting mobility, jumping around bushes, building on top of your trait. Perfect. Let's run the middle lane here. First thing you do as Dehaka is you walk forward to the middle lane with your team or attempt to go with them. And then look for that essence. They have a Sylvanas on their team, so they're doing what we call cheese. We're going to go for the big boy ganks. Coming around the side here. Trying to get the flank. Coming in, going in on the Garrosh, and then we kill him. Then we kill the essence afterwards. I don't have a drag for 8 seconds, so typically if you miss your drag slash force a fight, and you aren't able to follow up or get a kill, it's better just to go to another lane, start soaking again. Your goal on Dehaka is to get your team to 10 as quick as possible. That's one of your measurements to see if you're a good Dehaka player, is if you are able to get the lane incredibly quickly, and make sure to keep your team in the experience lead. Fighting against a Malthael is actually a bit of a pain, especially when he gets more minion waves, so I'm going to do this strat of just sitting in the bush and soaking my essence. Essence is actually pretty important on Dehaka. It gives you regeneration, a solid amount of health, allows for you to set up for fights. Your goal before going into any fight or rush talking into a fight is to try and get to 50 essence, just to make sure that you are nice and healthy, but also so you can be a bit of a fighting force. If you have no essence going into a fight, typically you're going to lose, as Dehaka has actually a pretty small health bar. He's very bruiser-based. Things to consider about your brush talk. You want to be using it to rotate into a fight. Typically you want to be getting a gank on an opponent, jumping on their back line, being annoying. You don't ever want to use it as a way to get to a lane unless it's in dire need of being needed to soak, whether you want to move to 10, level 20, get a talent advantage. Rotating between lanes and using your natural trait is perfectly fine for movement. Running into the bushes, which is where you get that extra movement speed. My team right now is currently in a position where we are losing out on the shrines, so I'm just going to soak between the middle and bottom lane. With us losing Ana, things are kind of difficult at the moment. At level 4, you get one who collects. It helps build out your trait and also synergizes with your level 1 talent. Enhanced agility. Always make sure you try to grab that puppy. I'm looking at middle lane, and it looks like we actually have a kill available. I'm going to brush talk in. Always ping to your teammates so I know that you're coming in to fight. Let's see if I can catch someone here. I got the Malthael. If you catch a person, usually it's a kill, especially in the early game. Once I get the kill, I realize that my team is in a 4v4. There's no reason for me to continue fighting here. We've lost the objective. Remember, I'm trying to rush towards level 10. So I immediately beeline towards the bottom lane. They can defend that without the Malthael. Typically on Dehaka, in a majority of lanes, you're going to be winning a majority of matchups in terms of just soaking. You don't ever have to actually win the trades and fights, although you do have a pretty decent amount of damage. The reason why Dehaka is such a good offlaner is because he does the 3 things that you need to do in an offlane, which is soak, clear waves, and do decent damage. He has really good kill potential at 7, which we'll be getting pretty soon here, with the talent Feeding Frenzy. Every auto attack that you pop in reduces the cooldown of drag by a couple of seconds, which is wonderful. Right now it's at 15 seconds, but if you get in, say, 6 auto attacks, you literally just peel off 12 seconds. Very quick. Very easy to pull off. With Sylvanas being bottom, I'm actually going to rotate to the middle here and see if I can help my team. Ooh, looks like I'm going to regret this. Getting out of here is going to be difficult. Try and grab a tongue and pull this guy underneath the tower. Nothing happening, and in fact I may have baited my ETC into death. Let's see if I can save him here. I have essence still, so we should be fine. Trying to dance around this Garrosh. Seems like we're okay. I thought for a second there I could rotate to the middle lane and save my teammates with Sylvanas being bottom and Sonya top, but that was not the correct play, obviously. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and continue to clear out bottom. We're doing alright, except for our deaths that we just had in middle. It completely negated the experience that I was able to grab from my team, which really, really hurts. My team is continuing to fight this. Nice, good kill. I need to rotate to middle on top lane, but I don't have brush talk for 5 seconds. So I'm going to rotate middle, clear out that essence, and then go up to the top side. We're already at 4 stacks of the 5 that we need. Or 10 that we need, sorry, to finish that quest. Now that I have brush talk, I'm heading top lane. I didn't want to get caught off on Maltheo and possibly get punished. There's a chance that I'll be 2v1'd up here, so playing it as safe as I can right now. One thing about drag's pretty cool. If you drag, you can still auto-attack the target that you are dragging. You can get in 2 auto-attacks, which, with synergize with your level 7, that's 4 seconds to shave off. But consider that if you do it, you're probably going to be standing still. I do not have brush talk for 40 seconds. That's one of the issues with me using it top lane. So I'm letting my team know by pinging it. Remember, you can ult ping your abilities, let them know how things are. I'm going to pop my essence here because I'm not going bottom. With them losing Ana, there's no point. We're going to lose the fight, so we'll defend and move towards 10. On sub-maps, one of the great things about Dehaka is that he could double soak lanes. So I'm going to try and show you here. I'm going to clear this out and then run straight to middle afterwards. First thing I'm doing is clearing out the back line because they are the weakest minions in a minion stack. And then I'm going to run bottom, but also be in range to get this essence / experience, and then run straight to bottom. Just double soaking fully, dropping my W there. Nice kill. I might be able to go in here now because of that kill. Let's see if I can come in and maybe make something happen. Ooh, nope. Mistakes. Damn. Wanted to get there before Vala died, but her dying really hurts. So back to middle. Gonna get 10 here. If I get there and force a fight, we get a dragon kill a target, we hit 10. But that obviously did not happen. And sometimes it's okay. When you go for a brush talk that puts you in a bad position, you don't have to force a fight. Identify where you can and cannot win. If you can't win, just go get something else on the map. And right now we're getting experience here. I don't see them on the battleground, so I'm going to do one more W. There, there's 3 bottom. We're going to do one more W top here and keep pushing. With Garrosh on the top lane. Gonna let our team know that. In 14 seconds, I'll be able to brush talk, so I'm letting my team know that I can go in 10 seconds. And with Garrosh being top and them not having their main tank, there's a good chance that we can fight. And I can come in 4 and try and catch them. If I see my team move forward, which they're not doing, I would have brush talked. After pinging, they decided not to move. So I'm going to try and play this safe as I get caught, like a pleb. Coming around, popping my essence here. I might be able to turn this fight around. My team is rotating in. I want to get the isolation on the Maltheo. And I did, preventing him from Tormented Souls. Working on my Feeding Frenzy here. I want to catch the Sonya so my Vala can live. I got it. Popping my W, being a nuisance, and just not dying here. That really worked out well. We baited the opposing team. I have another drag available if I can find a target, which I'm not going to. So I'm going to go ahead and just run bottom and soak. Good fight overall. You see how you can use your mobility to your advantage and the essence you get. That team overextended pretty heavily, and then Karazim got baited into that bush because I was able to turn around and drag. Good follow-up from my team. Pushing bottom here. Don't be afraid to use your essence if you're on lane to top off. Especially, remember, when you have that level 1 and level 4 together, you just consistently get a lot of sustain available. I see Sylvanas top. Remember I said not to use Brush Talker to switch lanes? With 3 people being in the bottom lane and Syl being in the top, the threat of her getting a fort is pretty high, so I'm going to make sure I nullify that. Just by going in. Remember, it comes at a cost, so you really have to balance it. And you'll get this after a few games. You'll understand when, where, why you should rotate, etc., etc. I'm going to go ahead and push top lane one more time. Sylva's going middle, but I know that with Bala being near that area, they should be able to clear it. I don't have to respect her as much. 13 is a really solid power spike for Dehaka because you get the talent Primal Swarm, which is really great. You can rotate in and not be forced to use your drag right away, and put the armor on a lower side for whatever opponent you want to dive into. Trying to spread that W as much as you can on opposing targets is great. Sonya just used her Whirlwind, so I'm going in on the back line here. I'm looking to grab her if I can. I missed out on the target. My team may lose this fight because of me. Nice Ancestral. I'm rotating in. I used the isolation on Garrosh because he was one of the targets that was in a spot to make another play to kill us. But it's not going well at all for us. That fight didn't work out too well. With Vala getting caught out and dying early, and me not able to hit the drag on her in time, we lost the fight completely. And you can see how volatile a flank from Dehaka can be. Also, us not being 13 definitely really hurt. So from here, I'm going to spawn and then run straight to lanes here. If we can keep our keeps, we'll be in a good spot, but pretty bad fight overall. Oh, man. I didn't even get my Primal Swarm, too. That really hurt. Alright, to the top lane. We're almost done with our quest here. Typically, you'll get this level 10 done around the 12 to 13 minute mark. I'm actually doing pretty solid here in terms of essence clearing. So I'm getting it done on the earlier side. Should be able to do it within a couple of waves. With them having a Sylvanas, I'm probably going to need to join the fights a little bit earlier this time. Ooh, is Garrosh by himself? He is by himself on the bottom. I'm coming in, trying to get some Malthael. I'm going to drag him right out of this mosh, just to make sure he can't do anything. Working in the auto attacks. Nice palm. Gonna turn around and try and grab him again. Ooh, I hit the Kerazim. I should be okay, though. Right before I died, I dropped the burrow. I'm going to try and grab the Sonya. Dropping the W. Working on auto attacks. And another good fight from us. I can't believe that Garrosh overextended. I don't know what he was doing. Clearing out the essence here. Taking the damage. I didn't talk much about Burrow, but Burrow can be used as an ability to A, dodge out an important heroic that's coming your way, B, a stun, or C, just to survive. Whenever you burrow, you are able to also use your essence, and you can use that to regen a little bit. I would recommend hitting D first and then burrowing, just to make sure you get that regen going quicker. Do note, if you use a drag, you cannot burrow. I'm slamming the E right now. You cannot burrow until after the drag is done. So if you get low on health and you go for a last second play where you try to drag someone and then you want to burrow, you cannot pull it off. So be careful with that. Alright, so good fight for us. It helped us get back in the experience. My next goal is just to get a 16, make sure that I have essence ready for the next fight. We're in a good spot. We have about half mana bar. Everything is looking pretty solid for the Dehaka life. Again, with them having Sylve as their range damage, I'm not going to be using Isolation on her. But if there's like a Vala or a double support composition, Isolation can be used to nullify one of them. For me, my main concern usually is going to be either the Kerazim, the Malthael, or the Sonya. I want to use Isolation on Malthael in a key moment to make sure he can't torment its souls, but using it on a Kerazim to prevent a palm is always good. I see that there is a Garrosh up here by himself. I'm going to come here for an attempted drag, miss out on it, and decide to go top because of Sylve. I'm grabbing drag range because I want to force fights. Tunneling while burrowed is always good, for multiple reasons. I'm going to try and grab this guy and stop him from eating. I'm going to try and blind him. See if I can get this kill. Alright, we got the kill, but unfortunately, I was unable to stop the fort from dying. Isolation gives you the ability to solo targets if you're able to hit it in lane. And you can dodge it over minions, too. It will not connect with minions. If you ever do need to heal / survive in a fight, Adaptation can be a wonderful tool. But it's kind of fallen out with the double support meta being in. There isn't that major burst damage that you're going to see in a lot of team fights, but if you're facing like a mage or two, you can consider Adaptation. Cool, so my team just won the team fight. I got top pushing here. I'm going to go clear middle and then go from there. Like my team that I got mid, I have Brushsucker available, so they can go to the top lane and clear. Malthael just hang in. We have to be careful. Malthael is even more scary now with the 16 power spike. Again, pinging that I have Brushsucker and Isolation. Team can go top. Let's rotate bottom. I see Garrosh pushing into the fight. He's going to be hopping on the ETC. If your team gets engaged upon, that's when it's a good time to move in. But if you see them disengage, always try to squeeze out a little more value. Vala getting hella bodied right now. Coming in. We might be able to turn this around if I can get the Malthael. If I can get the Malthael, we're good. Nice. I'm coming in. I'm going to isolate this guy if I can. Trying to grab the Sonya during the whirlwind, and we got it. Beautiful. Working in some more auto attacks. I need to stop her from healing. Oh, I missed the auto attack really badly. I think we could still win this, though. We could still win this, 100%. I got the drag. Nice palm, trying not to finish him off. Nice discipline from the team. Wonderful, and now with the movement speed, we can come in here and get the kill. Got another drag. Grab Sylph here. We got the kill. Nice job, team. Incredible play overall. So they died really heavily to kill that Vala. But because they died so heavily, a few of them were weak, and us killing the Malthael was pivotal for getting that win. Now we clear out the shrine here. I'm going to wait for our ETC to spawn so he can push with us. I need him to be alive. Gonna come over here and group all these up. Drop my W. Grab this puppy. And I'm going to try and grab us 20 during all this. Letting my team know that I have Brush Stalker, I'm leaving. And we're going to try and get 20 for the team while we push with Immortal / Punisher. At this point, all we have to do is make sure not to lose the team fight heavily, and we can beat the self-composition. 19.5 here in experience. Sonya's bottom, she's soaking, which is actually good news for us. If I see Malthael behind that fort, I'm going to beeline behind them. I do. I'm coming in. With no Sonya in the fight, I can definitely come fight this. Got the drag on the Malthael, which is huge. Trying to isolate him so he can't dip around. I completely missed. No one saw that. And then I missed my next drag like a god. But because it's a 5v4, it doesn't matter. Good stuff, team. And now we can keep pushing in. Contagion is my favorite pickup at level 20. There is a world where Apex Predator can be good, but Contagion in a meta where you have a lot of supports grouping up, a lot of melee assassins mixed in, is always good. If you're able to hit out on 1 to 2 targets, it spreads to targets near them. You can hit up to 5 people, which is pretty darn awesome. Also, with us having an ETC on our team, it makes it much easier to hit that Contagion. We're going to focus this keep here. We got 30 seconds, so with us having 30 seconds, I highly recommend in any moment that you have 30 seconds on 3 people dead, and you have a team of 5 to push for the win. Just go watch out for the Sonya. Turn around and drag her after she Qs. Put W on her for the reduced armor. Back to core. I'm positioning in a spot here where the opponent wants to hit me first instead of my Vala, which allows for Vala to be aggressive on the core, and that's gonna be game. Easy mode. Easy mode. Drop the G. That's what you always do. And that's a Dehaka tutorial. So, things to consider. Use Burrow to dodge skill shots, dodge heroics when you're low on health. Hitting drags are very important. If you miss a drag in the early game, feel free to rotate out and move to a different lane. You do not have to force scenarios. If they don't work out for you, just go soak. Get to level 10 before your opponents if you can. Make sure to soak double lanes if need be. Always ult your Brush Stalker so your opponents know where, or your teammates know when you can come in to fight, etc., etc. You usually want to have the most experience in the game. This was the case here. Usually having a good 1.5 more than the person next to you is always a good benchmark because you're going to be double soaking. Here is a standard build. This build I picked up from greats like Wubby, Zalia as well. Some great EU players that run Dehaka pretty often if you want to see better play than myself. So here you get enhanced agility, one who collects, feeding frenzy. These are pivotal talents and needed. At level 10, isolation, adaptation if you need a tank. Primal Swarm is a go-to. No matter what, you just want to get that armor reduction. Make sure to beeline around. 16, elongated tongue. If you are in a spot where you're getting focused pretty often, and this does happen in Hero League, you occasionally get Dehaka as a solo warrior. 1, it's ass. I would not run a solo warrior on Dehaka. But 2, if you do get forced into it, adaptation and then the tunneling claws can be good there at 16. And then Contagion at 20 is my favorite pickup, but you can definitely run Apex Predator. Also, the 20 that gives you an essence per an auto attack can be decent too if you're in sustained fights. Alright guys, enjoy, and thanks for watching.